This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Hey guys, this is Hardcore Country Mickey James, and you are listening to Wrestling POV Podcast.
What is happening?
What up, what up, what up?
Another day, another week of wrestling. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 man, Clay Cummings.
What's up, people?
And the Dean, Elio Canella.
What's going on?
And the Scorpion King, Chris Peterson.
What's up, everybody?
All right, we got a lot going on, especially our Facebook, and we are live on TikTok also. So if anybody in the TikTok has a question on anything that we're going to be talking about, we're going to be here for about a good hour and a half, just talking about random things, questions from people. Email, because we have an email address, wrestlingpov1@yahoo.com. So make sure if during the week you got a question that's on your mind and we're not live yet, you can throw it on there, and we'll talk about it too. So what was that? Because now they can hear you guys too. You guys can be on it, but they also can hear you because I got you on the speaker thing.
No, he was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just said absolutely.
All right, so now we're going to talk about the fantasy matchup that we had last week, which was, I don't know, this ain't really a fantasy, but it's Hook versus Logan Paul. Boy. Let me read some of the comments first. Josh Sanders, hey, he's back. He says, who in the Rudy Tooty hell would fantasize these easy-ass questions? Must be that F&G Chris on the show. Logan Paul, easy choice. Fucking new guy.
Hey, give a better break.
I mean, if we want to be real, all of us asked that question. So it was kind of all of us in this situation. So yeah.
So everybody else on TikTok, what do you guys think? Logan Paul versus Hook from AEW. Who would you pick? And be honest, okay?
Please.
Be honest. Don't say it because, oh my God, look at somebody put send Hook.
Oh God.
Depends on who's writing the story.
No.
That's ridiculous. That's freaking stupid. Another person picked Hook. Another person picked Hook. Oh,
what is wrong with you?
Eric Greenlee said, Logan, easy. Sorry, but Hook has no talent. You know what? That's my favorite fucking comment.
Finally, somebody with some sense. Gosh, dang.
I just said I want Hook to win because I do not like Logan Paul. He's a smart ass, think that he's the best wrestler in the world, and he's not. He still needs to be developed more. I give him credit where credit is due, but he's too much of a wise ass in my book.
And Hook isn't?
I will agree.
Oh, Hook is a wise ass, but I just don't like Logan Paul. Comes over from freaking YouTube, is a YouTuber, and thinks that just because he won a couple matches and a belt.
No. Wait a minute. Come on. Chris. No. You just said that, but it's the same thing with Hook because of his daddy. If it wasn't for his daddy, you really think that he would be where he's at right now?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
not high on the card anyway. I think he would be a wrestler, but just nowhere near he's at.
I mean, like you said, if Hook would have started off in the Indies and built his shit up, he would be a better wrestler than he is now.
He would be, and I agree with that. But Logan Paul has picked up the game, no pun, like quicker, than most celebrities. But I gotta ask you, Chris, because you're picking Logan Paul. I think I'm going with Logan.
Yeah, you're going with Logan.
Everybody's going with Logan, except for Chris. But here's the thing. Logan. Here's the thing. Okay. Oh my God, I can't believe Chris went there. Talent-wise, are you saying that Hook is better than Logan Paul? Talent.
Yes, those weak punches.
No. Talent-wise, no.
Okay.
I like I said, I give Logan Paul credit where credit is due. He's good, but he's such a smartass that thinks he's God's gift to fucking wrestling, and it's not. He needs to develop more. Like you said before, he wanted to be the baby face, and he was more of a heel and decided to go heel. He's doing the heel character great, but he's such a smartass.
I think the crowd.
But what does that have to do with his wrestling?
He still needs more development because he's just
And
depending
Hook
on that
doesn't?
right hook. No, I didn't say that. I
No,
said
but you
if
still
would've
picking
started
Hook
off
to
in the
win.
Indies, if Hook would have started off in the Indies, like you said, he would have developed more talent because his daddy is the man you love to hate, that you love to hate.
Don't say his name.
And I'm not saying his name. I'm not going to say his name. God dang it. But where the hell was I?
I have no idea.
I saw a squirrel. No, but
People that
if
are
he
just
developed
joining
his
in on
talent in the
TikTok,
Indies
we are
instead of just
talking
going
about-
straight to AEW, he would have been much a better wrestler, and he would have developed his talent a lot better.
I mean, I agree with you there. I will say Logan Paul is a smartass, 110%. But let's be real. Since he has been in WWE, he hasn't had a bad match. I hate to say it like that. I do because
I mean
Wait a minute.
that when he had it against Roman Reigns,
Exactly.
where he
It
did
was
that,
good.
When he did that dive from the top rope and he had his phone
Hook-
in his hand.
Hook's had how many?
squashes.
Yeah.
Squash
How
matches.
many
Yeah,
main
right.
events has Hook had? I'll wait.
I mean, every main event that Hook's been in, he's been with the tag team.
Oh, wait a minute. I got
Exactly.
another legit question.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
How many championships has Hook won?
The FTW title.
Oh, which is owned by
He
who?
won.
His daddy.
Daddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. See, if they would push Hook differently, then it would make him better.
How?
If he-
They put
they
him
gotta do a
with
different push.
no.
The way
They
the
put
way
him with
they're
guys
going.
like Jericho. They put him with
Matt
Samoa
Hardy.
Joe, Matt Hardy,
Matt Hardy.
just
Yep.
so he can learn. And he does not seem like he's picking it up.
And he's
Then
got
what-
the
Are you
same.
What do
kidding
you
me?
call it?
If I
Gotta
had
do a
that
receipt
chance
on
like
his
he
ass.
does, what's
Then
that?
they got to do a receipt on his ass. Give
He's
him
gotten it.
receipts.
He's
No,
got
Matt
it.
Hardy
so he
to attack-
finally gets it into his thick skull. Learn, motherfucker.
I
He
say, I
forced
think
Matt
Jer-
Hardy to tap out.
I say Jericho's
Oh.
caught him a couple times in matches.
he
I've
did.
noticed. Yeah.
He
Has
did.
he ever been in an I Quit match?
Who? Hook?
Huh?
Hook.
I don't
Has he
think
ever
so.
been in an I Quit match?
I
I
don't even
think
remember.
so.
If he's
No.
never been in one, he needs to get in one so they go full
whoop
bore
his
on him.
ass.
Right.
Fuck Hook.
So they go full bore on him and let him learn. You know what? You need to get your shit and get in check.
Yeah.
It's not all about.
But
you
I
being,
have a
your
feeling
daddy's
his
son.
daddy Taz is that's what we were talking about. Is
You said it. I didn't.
more than like well, I was just letting the people on TikTok know that I'm pretty sure he has an influence, a huge influence on what he's saying.
Of
Yeah.
course.
What-
Of
or what
course.
he
That's
does,
what sucks
you know?
about it. If
Yeah.
if his dad wasn't involved with his freaking career, they would have a different push, and he would probably make out as a better wrestler if his daddy wasn't involved.
Yeah.
Mm.
You got to make it on your own in this business. You can't rely on your dad's freaking name.
You're right. It's true. But I still can't believe you picked Hook. All right.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, wah, wah. All right, Elio, did you do this poll on your TikTok?
The numbers I have on here are ridiculous. when we did Hook and Dominic, we did that like 3 times, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Every time everyone picked Hook.
Yes.
Here for this one, we have 17% went with Hook, while 83% went with Logan Paul.
Wow.
Wow.
So we did this we did our own poll on our Facebook page, which is Wrestling POV on Facebook. We did our own poll on this, and 63% of the people went with Logan Paul,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
which makes me
That's-
happy.
Yes, but that's still
Right?
40%
Yes.
of people still pick Hook. I don't.
Yes. Yes.
That's fucked
I
up.
know.
Hey, but look at it before. Weren't they picking Hook a lot more?
With
Not with the Logan
Dominic,
Paul
yes.
issue,
With Dominic,
but
yeah.
the one that you
With
had
Dominic,
before.
yes.
With Dominic and Hook.
Which still baffles me. I don't get it.
That actually baffled me too. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me throw up a little bit. Made me pee a little too.
I felt some hot stuff in my mouth. It was that chili.
Oh boy! All right.
Right.
Our next post that we had on Facebook. Oh my God! Who is your Mount Rushmore for AEW men only? We gave our thoughts on that, but Josh Sanders says Kenny Omega, MJF, Darby Allin, and John Moxley.
Okay, no. Wait 1 minute. 3 out of 4 I'm good with, but Darby Allin?
I don't
Darby
think
Allin?
Darby's on the Mount Rushmore.
No. Sorry,
Josh,
no Darby.
I'm sorry. No.
I agree with Clay. No
Oh,
Darby.
explain yourself.
No.
Why do you say that?
Because here's the thing with Darby Allin. Yes, he is a creative character. Yes, he's won the TNT belt. Yes, he's been there since day one of AEW. But let's be real, he's killing himself out there in matches. He hasn't he hasn't done anything big in AEW. He isn't that, greatest wrestler to be whatsoever. I just don't see Darby as one of the top guys in AEW. And I don't see him, honestly, as a pillar. When he is with the pillars with Jack Perry, MJF, Sammy Guevara, and himself, I just don't see Darby there. Now, am I saying he's a terrible wrestler? No. But I just don't see him as a main guy in AEW.
Yeah, he's more the mid card. He's more of a mid card, not like.
Yeah.
I mean,
would you compare
where credit's due? He's got some main events, but he's not that high up there to be on a Mount Rushmore yet.
No.
He hasn't done something like so freaking significant like Moxley has to be right there on the Mount Rushmore,
or Jericho, or Omega, or
exactly.
He does way too much of that combat zone stuff, like hardcore thumbtacks and stuff. But
let's be real. I'm not saying because Darby Allin hasn't won an AEW world title yet. That's not what I'm saying. It's just he's 185 pounds soaking wet. He's not that great to me to be up there in the top tier of AEW. It's just not, to me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I do not think so. Luke Declan, he picks Jericho, Moxley, Kenny Omega, and MJF. Now, I picked Jericho last week, too. Didn't I? Yeah, I did.
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
So, I mean, that one's not bad. I wouldn't argue with that. Yeah. Devin Button. Is that your real last name, bro? He said Moxley, Cody, Jericho, and MJF. So it seems like MJF is just about on everybody. Now, you know what?
He should be. I can't put Cody there either, honestly.
I couldn't. Even though he's the founder, I wouldn't put him on there.
No.
John Branham, Branham, he said Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Brian Pillman Jr., and Arn Anderson.
What is that?
What?
Huh?
Oh, my Lord, these people. Golly, man.
I'm not even going to go into it.
What is wrong with you?
Arn
Anderson? Why? Because he did the Glock thing? Glock to the head.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, or he, went out to the ring and busted his ass trying to get in it. No offense to the legend, but still, you did.
Oh my God! All right, Joshua McDuffie. Is that the crazy Scotsman? It might be. Who the hell knows? He picked MJF, Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, and Swerve Strickland. You guys agree with that?
Well, we already said Cody, probably not, but with Swerve, I think he's getting there. I wouldn't put him up there yet.
Okay.
I think he's getting there as credible to be Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Joe Mortello said MJF, Jericho, Moxley, and Darby Allin. Jason Brown said Jericho, Moxley, Omega, and MJF. It seems like that's the pattern that everybody is picking.
Yeah.
Brennan Barrett. What the hell is wrong with these people, man?
What?
Kevin Von Erich, Dustin Rhodes, Chris Jericho, Christian Edge, and Jake Hager.
What?
Okay, guys, did you even listen to the question?
No, they
that
didn't.
Was stated.
Did you guys?
That's the one I saw last night.
Smack yourselves in the back of the head. Come on.
You guys need to go back to
to
history class. Mount Rushmore only had 4.
When I saw that comment, I was like, no.
Well, you guys are gonna love
like
this
that
one,
old guy and Family Guy. I got some candy in my van. You want to come here?
right? Now,
Jesus,
you
come
guys
on.
are gonna love this one. Richard Phillips. He said Bret Hart, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and Tully Blanchard. AEW, the senior circuit of wrestling.
Hey, let me get my wheelchair.
I hope that
Lord.
was joking. It sounded like a joke, and I'll credit that. But
That was funny.
If Ric
Well, that was
Flair
funny.
could still do his drop where he gets knocked in his noggin and falls face forward,
Yeah.
maybe.
Scott Harris said nobody.
Oh,
Jeez.
That's not
He
the
was
answer,
like-
bro, that we were looking
that's not what we were
for.
asking.
Come on, bro.
We were
That-
asking it.
Bro.
That's Elio's catchphrase right there. I love it when he does
It
that.
is.
What's
It
his
is. That's not what we were asking.
catchphrase? Yeah, damn right, Elliot.
LeJohn Slaughter or Stroutner Sr. said the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, Young Bucks, and Hangman. That's the first Hangman one. I don't know about this whole Learning Tree shit.
No. This is
It's-
Jericho's worst gimmick ever.
Yeah,
By far.
I don't like it.
But that's the first for the Young Bucks, too, honestly. And they're part of the ones that found the company, too. I don't know. I can't put the Young Bucks in Mount Rushmore either.
Really?
I really couldn't.
Why?
Both of them? No, because it's like obviously they're mainly a tag team because they're the Young Bucks. Like when I see Mount Rushmore, I feel like it should be a singles person, like somebody that did it on their own, not so much a tag team. Now, if there was such thing as a tag team Rushmore of AEW, then yes, the Young Bucks would be right there. But as singles, Matt and Nick or Matthew and Nicholas, no, I can't do it.
Yeah. All right.
That's just me personally.
That's your opinion, brother. All right, one more before we move on. Bob Gray Jr. He said Kenny Omega, MJF, Hangman, and another Darby Allin into the mix.
And that's another Hangman, too.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
All right.
So 2 for 2 for Hangman.
So far. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess next week, or you guys want to do the women's this week or no?
Might as well.
All right, we'll throw it out there on
Yeah.
our Facebook page. Oh, my Lord. All right.
I thought he was going to say, oh, my Lanta.
No. I swear like a soldier. But, all right.
You like a soldier, me like a sailor.
Yeah, that's right. You were in the Navy.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he had lots of semen. All right. Now,
Hey, watch it.
our
Watch it.
Oh,
Well, you ain't going to go there.
I'm
right.
just gonna stop.
Our next post, did AEW drop the ball on Ethan Page? Guys on TikTok, if you think that AEW dropped the ball on Ethan Page, let me know right now. Guys, what do you think? Did they drop the ball on Ethan Page?
Indeed.
Absolutely,
Yes.
they did. They did.
I
No,
You
think
know
so.
what?
real.
I don't think they take him as a serious wrestler because he's been
No.
in the mid card, and then in TNA they saddled him with that ridiculous Karate Man gimmick, which was just terrible. So yeah, I think AEW did drop the ball because he's a great wrestler.
He is.
He is.
I mean, he's the NXT champion.
Mhm.
Yeah, his wrestling style is pretty cool. I like it.
Well, I think
I do
like
too.
regardless, when he was in the indie scene, he was killing it then, and then he gets AEW, and now he was with Matt Hardy for a while. He was not getting on the show and this and that, and I don't think AEW gave him his proper chance.
Yeah. See, that's what's crappy about some organizations when they're on the indie circuit and they're doing such a good job that they got the titles and they go over to the popular circuits, and then next thing you know, the popular circuits just screws them over and then fucks with their characters. And then when they finally make it to the other organization, like the top rosters, then they see what their character can do, and their character base goes even higher.
Yeah.
If you kind of get what I'm talking about.
Now, you guys are going to love this one. Scott Stroud, he says a lower card wrestler just took over NXT in 2 weeks.
I don't agree with that.
I think he did take over. He took over NXT in the 2 weeks, but I wouldn't call him a lower card.
See,
but Benjamin John Martin responded to him and said, "What a silly point to make. Most of AEW's originals are indie darlings who never got their break. The WWE talent who went over were fighting obscurity or mid-card as well. I think Mox was the only one who left WWE at the top." They went back and forth.
I mean, I agree with that comment.
So Scott Stroud responded to him and said, "Thanks, but I didn't need the agreement."
Oh, damn.
Oh, my God. These guys are funny.
I don't need your backup.
Yeah. J.W. Blake said maybe not, but WWE certainly picked up the ball and ran. I agree with that.
I agree 100% with that. Yes.
Benjamin Martin wrote a novel, and he's expecting me to read this. He says, this silly mindset of not using people or dropping the ball. People work in certain ways. Some work well here, some work well there. Some like some like that. Some like this, some like that. What the fuck? It's like any sport in the world. The best players can work exceptionally well at this team, but not for the team and this manager. It's no different to wrestling. Some work well on certain situations and with certain criteria that makes one place either better or easier. There is not really poor using or dropping the ball. It's down to how they themselves adapt and work with what they got.
I'm lost.
That one, like, totally
do not agree with that at all.
No. I don't at all. Because, here's a prime example. Jon Moxley. He was a good character in WWE, but they weren't using his full potential. They weren't letting him have creativity.
Wait, who?
With Jon Moxley.
I think it's Taz. I don't know why.
Q-tips, brother. Q-tips, bro.
Huh?
Q-tips. Use Q-tips. I didn't even mention Taz. No, getting back to it, when Jon Moxley was Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fringe in WWE, his character was good, but they didn't use it to his full potential because he could have gotten a few title reigns in there. And then when his contract went up and he went over to AEW and became the Jon Moxley that we know of today, his total fan base shot up like a mother. So if you give the wrestler a little bit of creative freedom on it, you'll see them flourish. But there's a lot of these organizations that don't do that, and they stale out their character where people don't like it and they don't get a good fan base.
Well, think of it this way, though. All right, think of it this way.
Which way?
That AEW is owned by a guy that's just a fan.
Yes.
Of pro wrestling. He doesn't know how to book. He doesn't know. He just has this little book that he's been holding on to since he was 5 years old. And, I would do it this way. I would do it that way. That's not, no, you just don't do that. And as a pro wrestler, if you go into these promotions and you say, hey, I need you to do this, you going to say no as a pro wrestler? Absolutely not. Why?
No.
Why not? Because number one, it's a payday. Number two,
you want that bank.
You want to be invited back.
Mm-hmm.
You got the bigger promotions like Ring of Honor, owned by Tony Khan. You got AEW, WWE, New Japan, TNA. where they actually sign contracts, and if they're stupid enough to sign that contract and say that it's a 3-year deal or whatever, then you got to do whatever they say.
Well, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how they stalemate these characters. That's how they stalemate these characters.
No, I get it, but put it this way. Let's just say 1 out of the 4 of us does not like Ethan Page, and we all own a promotion. Mm-hmm. I dig Ethan Page. I would put him somewhere in maybe like a US IC battle. Okay? Let's just say Clay, he likes him. Obviously, he does the same thing. No, you know what? I'm going to put him in the tag team. I think he'll work better that way, and he'll win the tag straps. And then he goes to Elio's promotion. And Elio's like, nah, man, that dude's a heavyweight champ. I'm putting him up there. All right, there's his big push. And then now he signs a contract with Chris. Doesn't really like him, and then puts him in the lower card. Whose fault is that? It's not his.
No.
I was never saying it was his fault. I was saying it was the organization for doing what they're doing.
So they dropped the ball.
Yeah, the organization's dropped the ball. Not the wrestler.
No. I mean, he's just doing what he was told. All right, Elio, you did this on your TikTok.
I did.
What'd you get on that?
100% said no. AEW did not drop the ball with him.
100% said no?
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it only done by 1 or 2 people, I would hope? God dang.
I know, right?
Wow.
You're not listening, people.
Well,
no.
On ours, 83% of the votes said yes.
There you go.
AEW did drop the ball.
There you go.
So it's more like 40-60?
Something like that, yeah. Might as well. All right, so if you guys have any comments or questions, drop us a line on our Facebook page at Wrestling POV, and we'll talk about it on next week's show. Or maybe live on TikTok like we are right now, people. All right, so you guys ready for listener emails?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Sam Kingston from Ohio says, hey guys, question for you. Do you think Mercedes Moné can change the women's division in AEW? No, that's a quick answer.
Hell
no.
She would only change it to benefit herself. That's the only change that's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You
guys on TikTok, do you guys agree with that? Can Mercedes Moné change, or wait, do you think Mercedes Moné can change the women's division in AEW? There you go.
No.
I already said, hell no.
Yeah, everyone here on this panel says no. Janice Perry for Wrestling 101 said, hey, Wrestling POV, can you guys do a Mount Rushmore for managers? We just did a Mount Rushmore. We're doing another one next week for the women. But for men, you know what?
For managers,
I don't want to. Huh?
For managers?
That'll be good.
Yeah, we'll
save
it for next week.
And the week after, we could do the manager one.
Yeah, we'll save it for next week. We'll save it for next week. All right, Jordan Woods from upstate New York. He emailed last week, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. He did. He said, "Hey guys, thanks for making my question a post. You guys rock. Thank you. Appreciate it."
Yeah.
Dave Fleming from Woburn, Massachusetts says, "Hey guys, just wondering if Tony Diaz is still the man. I heard that the Creative Control Network bought WPOV. Just curious either way. I love the show because I can listen to it." Okay.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, that is true. Creative Control Network did buy us out. I no longer own the company, and they tell me what to do, and I just go ahead and do it.
There you go.
There. But as long as y'all still watching, and you guys too in TikTok, shit.
Yes.
What else do we got? Julio Fortes. Yeah, Fortes says, awesome show. My question is, if Vince McMahon bought AEW, do you think it would beat WWE in the ratings? Just a scenario.
Nope. No, because here's my thing, and I've said this since probably the last couple years. If Vince were to buy, or whatever, if whoever, Triple H or whoever owns WWE now, if they were to buy AEW, it would die out like WCW did. They would not promote AEW. AEW would be dead, and the wrestlers would go into WWE.
Look, history speaks for itself.
And ROH.
WCW, and was it Nitro?
Yeah,
WCW and Nitro. Look at it. They had a run for a few years when it was Monday Night Wars, and then they just vanished after McMahon's bottom. Come on,
that's exactly what happened.
History speaks for itself.
And I have a feeling history will repeat itself. I'm not saying WWE is going to buy AEW, but I'm just saying if they don't get their shit straight.
Julio was just asking as a question, just like a scenario, like if that would happen, that were to happen.
I mean, give the scenario. If Vince did buy AEW, he tried to turn it around and make it just like WWE. He like with the character basis and everything, he tried to have an Undertaker, a Bray Wyatt. He would try to do the same thing because it's so successful in WWE right now.
Yeah.
He would try to do that.
Yeah. Good question though.
It was.
Yeah, thanks for that question. Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna hate on that. So all right. No. Couple more and then we gotta take a break. Mila Contreras from Japan. I recognize that name. The subject is, you know what? Hey, guys, the show is great. Keep it up. My question is, you guys didn't mention Jericho for AEW Mount Rushmore. He was the first AEW champion. P.S. Does Tony Diaz realize that he says, you know what? A lot. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. Do I?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You know what?
You know what? You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I said that. Do I really? See, now I got to go back and listen. Fuck.
I've heard it on one episode. I heard it about 20 times.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Me saying, you know what?
You know what?
I disagree with that.
Objection.
You know what? Last question. Oh, no. Guess who it is? You want to take a wild stab at this one?
Elio's baby mama.
Hollywood Rack Star. Look at Elio's hiding.
Where'd he go?
He's hiding his face now. I told you.
Hollywood Rack Star 619 from California.
Oh, no.
She said, I just fucking love you guys. You really make my day. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I hope you saw Elio's face last time. He only had his eyes showing.
Now he's covering everything.
No, because I was on here.
Yeah.
He lied. He lied. All right, let's take a quick pause. Yeah.
Yes.
I never lie.
All right, let's take a quick pause for the cause, and when we come back, we have This Week in Wrestling.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Owens. Make sure to listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Take it easy, guys. Maybe I'll end up on your show one day, who knows. But if I do, I'll probably end up taking the whole thing over, and then it won't really be your show anymore. So maybe it's not a good idea, who knows. We'll see how that works out.
Promise Prince, Brian Pillman Jr. Here's the inside scoop. If you aren't listening to the Wrestling POV podcast, then you are not quite in the know, and I'm in the know, and I know that they're talking about me, Brian Pillman Jr. So head on over to the Wrestling POV podcast. Thank you all very much.
Hey, I'm only doing this promo because my great friend Ruby Soho told me to do it. Hey, make sure you guys tune in to the Wrestling POV podcast, all right? These guys have everything you need to know about the world of professional wrestling. And I'm talking about Tony Diaz, Clay, and my boy Leo. Hey, make sure you tune in once again to the Wrestling POV podcast with my boy Tony Diaz, Clay, and Leo. And trust me, those guys know how to swerve when you drive, and you swerve when you drive. Hey, Tune in, my friends.
And we are back in Fan Wrestling POV every Friday on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Pandora, and Amazon Music. And now it's only time to get to This Week in Wrestling.
All right, before we get into This Week in Wrestling, I have to say, I think Elio is all fluttered because his girl emailed us.
So I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Stop hiding your face, Elio. Come on.
So Elio always normally do the intro when we come back from a break, and he's sitting there talking, and we're all looking at him like, Elio, you muted yourself.
Well, Clay muted himself the other week.
He threw you under the bus.
I know, right?
All right, all right, let's get right into This Week in Wrestling. What do you guys want to talk about? Which one first? SmackDown? You guys want to quickly go over SmackDown?
Sure, let's
do
it.
Let's talk about it. Go ahead, somebody take it.
The match for me of the night was Andrade versus Santos. Really good match. The number one contender match for the U.S. title. And Santos is getting the win. I'm happy he's getting his chance. I love me some Santos Escobar.
What if Andrade won, though? Would you still feel the same?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like
I think Andrade.
I think this is some of the best of what we've seen from Andrade.
Yeah.
Both of them deserve a shot at that. But
they do.
Like the Highlander terminology, there can only be one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for right now, it could be Santos. I mean, next pay-per-view, it could be Andrade. And for LA Knight being U.S. champion right now, both sides could work.
Yeah.
So, I'd be looking
What about his
forward to
promo? LA Knight's promo. That was a good one.
It was a good promo. Yeah, it really was. I do have a thing, though. I hope he can keep momentum going because I do feel like his momentum is kind of fading. Compared to where he was, compared to where he was last year. Like they had arenas cheering for LA Knight and the whole thing, and now it's kind of, I don't know, it's just not as big. I don't feel.
Well, I don't know.
No, I think it's still on the same course.
You think so?
I think it's still on the same course, but then he's going to go for one of the big titles. That's where he needs to go. So once he gets that big title, his base is going to even skyrocket even more.
I think it depends on the crowd.
Yeah, it all depends on the crowd.
They're in.
Yeah, true. And then we had on SmackDown, then we had Roman attacking Solo again, attacking the Bloodline, taking them out in the main event. I guess you would say main event, but it was just kind of a segment. But still, it's good to see Roman on SmackDown. Good for SmackDown in general that he's back. So. Let's just see what goes on, man. And it's like we said last week, to having the Bloodline Civil War, we'll see how this goes. I mean, who's going to be added? I think we have an idea of who's Roman's going to add. Solo's team you got, and who knows, maybe The Rock towards WrestleMania. So we'll just see how that goes. That's all I have for SmackDown. Did you guys have any more?
No, I just like how you said it, how Roman Reigns came in and freaking stomped all over the wannabe Bloodline. I call them the wannabes because they think they're the original Bloodline and they're not.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, that was the whole show right there. For segment wise, Roman Reigns.
Yes.
And like the matches that we already touched on.
Yeah. I have one thing for AEW. Honestly, the first match was Kyle Fletcher versus MJF. I thought that was a good match. I thought they did really well. During the whole thing, had Don Callis involved, had everybody, like that. But that's really the only thing I had for AEW. What do you guys think?
That's pretty much what I had for AEW was that match. I mean, the rest of it was just random matches. That's what we're seeing every week.
Yes,
pretty much. Do you guys saw any kind of setup for the what is the next pay-per-view? Wembley, right? In London?
Wembley.
All in. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like they got their stuff together, but
it's still all over the place.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just so not much to talk about with Raw, man.
Or AEW, you mean?
That's what I meant, AEW.
Yeah.
It's because I want to talk about Raw. Let's talk about Raw, you guys. Somebody else take Raw. Let's go.
All right. For Raw.
For Raw, Dominique and Rhea Ripley coming out in the beginning, calling out Dom and Liv, saying that she's just total pissed off. And then you got Liv and Dom up in the stands, too wussed out to even be in the ring or come down to the ring, talking mad smack to Rhea. I knew something was up because Liv kept on talking. And Rhea's just baiting her and baiting her and baiting her. You saw that. You knew something was up. And next thing you know, she's like, "Oh, you just like the sound of your voice. That's how we knew we were able to find you." And then here comes Damian Priest right behind him.
Yeah. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer to this promo because I did like it a lot with everybody involved, but I felt like it was a little too long, in my opinion, because you kind of had a good 5 minutes there where it was like, okay, something happened, we're just waiting on something to go down, and then it finally did. I think it ran on a little too far, and then it got to the point. I think if they cut it a little bit, then it would have been a lot better. But it was still a good promo.
Do you think, no, I don't want to say do you think, but do you see WWE, the way they were acting on Raw, do you see them getting out of the whole PG era?
Oh, absolutely. Especially what they're doing with Liv and Dom.
Yeah, most definitely.
By far. Yeah.
What they were doing with Liv and Dom, I was like, good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. The PG era is pretty much gone.
I gotta put my input in there. With Liv and Dom, yes, they're getting out of the PG era, but what the fuck is up with the Eskimo kiss? You're trying to move out of the PG era, and you're freaking doing an Eskimo nose kiss? Come on.
Yeah.
Get with the program, people.
I understand that one. Definitely. But then we had also, I give this a good one too, the Creed Brothers versus Otis and Tozawa.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
That was a good match.
I know a couple of times where they miscued and messed up in a match, but hey, they still had through a solid match.
Yeah.
I will agree with Otis falling on his neck, which scared me for a minute because I honestly thought he was hurt there for a minute. And you see Tozawa kind of checking on him, and he's got up and he was good. And then there was a time where Tozawa tripped over the rope, which again, it's pro wrestling. Shit happens. Let's be real. And then we see Ivy Nile attacking Maxine Dupree finally. So that was good.
Predictable?
Very. Especially with the promo in the background. I figured you'd stay with them as she walks off. It's like, oh, yep, there it is. She's attacking her tonight.
Yeah.
I had the Wyatt 6 video. Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy acting more crazier than ever. It was a good promo.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Well, it was a little weird because, I mean, for me, it was like, just another vignette, which I don't mind. They kind of did good with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's just, okay, what's next? Like, who are they going to go after now? Because it looks like they're done with Chad Gable and their little crew. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so just keep them guessing, I guess. And then, last but certainly not least of my notes, I had Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn, 2 out of 3 falls for the IC title. Great main event.
Yeah.
Great main event. Good match. Breaker retains. Looks like a beast in this whole thing, man.
But the thing of it is, Braun's got to be careful, man, because that dude, he goes like 1,000 miles an hour in the ring, and he's going to hurt himself.
Yeah, he will eventually.
Yeah, he's always full bore.
Yeah.
I mean, good thing he's young right now, but like Tony said, it's going to come to a time where he needs to slow down a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. but still a solid match. We'll see where Sammy goes from here also, I think, with Jay. And like we said, going for the tag titles. And that's really all I have for Raw.
What else you guys got for Raw?
Pretty much for me, I pretty much have the same thing. That Bo Dallas video, that's what I was telling you about. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the way they're doing these filters with the videotape, the old videotape filter they're using.
Yes.
It's good.
It is.
It's good.
Yep.
So, all right. But those that don't know that we went live on TikTok on Tuesday, so we can talk about NXT. So what we're going to do is every Tuesday night, we're going to do a watch along and talk about the NXT live on TikTok, only on TikTok. So this, when we do that, we won't be able to publish it or anything else. So we're just basically going to just do like a little watch along, talk about the match, talk about anything that's happening, or if news comes up, boom, we'll be talking about it then. What else do we got? Anything else that happened this week?
I think that's it. The thing we did forget to mention, though, and I think this was last week too, the passing of Kevin Sullivan. I wanted to say that.
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's do it.
So do you think he left a little note about the whole Chris Benoit thing?
I don't know, man. That's when I think of Kevin Sullivan, that's honestly all I can think of. And it's a sad thing because he may have had nothing to do with anything, but I don't know. That was his ex-wife. That was, I don't know.
Well, I mean, Jesus, man, he was doing a bunch of crazy shit to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, like even after Chris Benoit's death, he was kind of like in the mix for being blamed about what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little weird.
It's some fishy shit with it. I'll be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
It is. And I don't want to be the one to say yay or nay. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, I don't blame you on that, but I mean, I don't know. Chris, Elio, what do you guys think about?
I mean, I there was like this one group on Facebook that every time I open Facebook, I see like some post, and when I saw like the picture of Kevin Sullivan that he had passed away, everyone in the group they were all losing their mind. They're like, he never told the secret or this, and they're all arguing amongst themselves. Who's saying
took the secret
did?
to the grave?
Who's saying he didn't?
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I'm just like in between. I don't care. I don't know. Only 3 people know, so
exactly.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But there is some dark stuff with wrestling. You got to understand that too. That's never freaking revealed. So who knows? It's all it is just going to be a straight conspiracy theory with everybody that they're going to say, well, he could have done this or this happened or this happened. It's always going to be that way, regardless, until the truth actually comes out and then it's finally stated and there's paperwork on it.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Even on TikTok, when I see a post about Chris Benoit or whatever, that's how you read in the comments, arguing among themselves, saying some saying one thing, some saying another.
Yeah, but for me, man, I don't know. I think he has something to do with it. There, I said it. I said it.
I agree with you. You can't just completely blame Benoit.
No,
you can't. Now that this has come up, you can't.
Well,
I'm going to agree with you.
What's getting me irritated is the fact that they're saying that with Chris Benoit that they're blaming CTE. You know, head injuries, which is why if you're watching wrestling now, they don't do headshots anymore with the chair, except for AEW, which them dudes ain't gonna be lasting long.
No. Yeah, but remember that headbutt.
Anybody on this TikTok can argue with me. Fine.
Yeah. Remember that the jump that Benoit used to do with the headbutt.
Yeah,
diving headbutt.
They still do that in WWE today.
You know who told him not to do that near as much? His idol, the Dynamite Kid.
Yeah,
his Dynamite Kid did it forever, and he told Chris, "Don't be doing that move that often." And of course, it affected Dynamite Kid and affected Chris. Yeah, and Bryan Danielson does it.
Yep,
that's true.
And sometimes, yeah. I don't know. The whole and like I said, when I was younger, I would try to come up with scenarios because, of course, me being a big Eddie Guerrero fan, I was at one point a huge Chris Benoit fan. I
was a Benoit fan too.
Be honest with you, right? And I was trying to figure out ways because I was 12 when all this shit happened, and I'm thinking in my head like, there's no way that he went that psycho that quick. Like, I don't know. And then I'm reading the book about it and looking up CTE scans and all this other stuff, and I'm trying to think of something that could what would happen in this situation. But it's still, like I said, a conspiracy theory with the whole Kevin Sullivan thing, because like I said before, it's his ex-wife. Chris, let's say, dated and married her. There's the jealousy factor there. They had a kid together. I mean, I don't know. Like Tony said, he may have had something to do with it. But again, I don't want to be the one to say he did, because I don't fucking know.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, but I can also see Kevin being the kind of person to take that to his grave.
Yeah,
I really do.
Man, I don't know, man. This whole thing is just,
it's giving me goosebumps.
It's an odd situation.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I may have said way too much, but that's whatever.
Don't worry. If you see the Men in Black at your house, you'll know.
That's all right. That's all right. But yeah, that's all I have. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. All right, you know what? I want to talk about, before we go into the 5-second shuffle game, I do want to talk about the whole the bloodline, because obviously we touched up on it on SmackDown. What do you guys think? Because I think we mentioned it on Tuesday, right? On the Tuesday Live TikTok?
We had a brief mention of it.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about it now. The whole bloodline story. Do you guys think that Jay and Jimmy... No, you know what? I want to talk about the picture that I sent y'all about the 3 possible bloodline story, which was... The Rock having the bunch of new freaking guys, and he had Hukuleu, right?
Yes, and Zilla.
He had Zilla
and Zilla,
and I'm not sure who's in between Zilla and The Rock.
I want to say that's Rikishi's other son that Tony talked about on one episode.
He looks familiar, but I can't quite tell. But
he does kind of look like an Uso, though.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, he looks like a Rikishi.
He does. Yeah. Well, okay.
He does resemble Rikishi.
He does.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. But then you got Roman's crew, which was Jimmy and Jay and Sami Zayn, which I did say that a couple weeks ago on the show. So now,
you know what I did? I hate to cut you off, Tony, but you know what I realized in this picture?
Yeah.
The guy that we're talking about, he's wearing that necklace that Roman wears, and the Solo wears.
Who is
the guy? The one we're talking about that looks like Rikishi.
Yeah,
he has that necklace that Roman and Solo wear.
Oh shit!
I just now noticed that because I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, wait, he's the only one wearing it in the picture.
Huh? Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. Do can you guys really see that happening? A bloodline story with those three, with The Rock, Roman, and Solo.
I could.
Especially heading into War Games. Could it be a first time ever of doing a 3-team War Games?
You want me to be real?
Be real.
I think this could be a WrestleMania main event.
With all those guys?
That would be straight up. That would be straight up main event.
Look, I get the whole War Games thing, but I can see this going to WrestleMania and being one of the main events on night 1 or night 2. I mean, they got so many guys to do stories with, and they got so many, like we've said, so many guys in this picture. It's like, why not do it at the greatest show in the world?
Yeah.
Why not?
No, I agree with that. Shit.
Yeah.
I do agree. But, man, I don't know. War Games is traditionally for Survivor Series, isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. And they could still do that with Roman and Solos and say by the end of it, here comes the Rock's group. And then, oh shit, what's going to happen now? Story on, WrestleMania. And then have the ultimate Bloodline Civil War.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just coming up with scenarios in my head.
Well, it could be that they'll have Solo's team versus Roman's team, and then next thing you know, Rock's team interrupts.
Yeah.
And then that creates the basis for the triple team going against each other.
Yeah, but with all those guys there, how are they going to do that? You know what I'm saying?
See, that's where that creative department comes into category with that. They're trying to figure out how they're
the
going to
only
put that
way
into play.
I can see that is that they have a major Bloodline rules match at WrestleMania, but it's a triple threat: Solo, Roman, and The Rock. That's the only way I can see that.
Yeah,
that would make more sense. But I hate to say it, but can Solo be realistic with The Rock and Roman?
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, as much as they're pushing him, he should be.
Yeah. By then, I would hope. I mean, seriously, though, like I've talked to my wife about this, too. I hate to say it, but Jacob Fatu would be the more realistic candidate with that group than Solo. And I understand where they're pushing Solo up to that point. I get it. But Jacob Fatu, I think, could outshine Solo.
What I'm hearing from different chatter right now is that Jacob Fatu might be a spy for Roman. Think of it this way.
Or he could be a spy
might
for
be
The Rock.
spy for Roman.
Or The Rock, yeah.
That too. So get this. When he had the leg injury, when he jumped off the post to the table, remember that? And he's all like grabbing his leg. What was the video that you saw next on TikTok? In a convenience store?
Or Jacob in a boot.
In a boot.
Yeah.
What if that boot's fake?
Could be.
And he's just, there's been times where they're playing off an injury that they're injured, and they're not actually injured.
Yeah.
It's just a ploy. It's just a ruse.
Right.
You got to figure it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I did mention that Jacob wasn't really hurt. It was just part of the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
they didn't show him last week.
Believed it. I give him credit for it because I actually believed it.
Yeah. He hasn't been seen since.
Good selling.
Yes.
Raiden from Las Cruces, New Mexico said, The Rock, Rikishi, and who else? I see Rikishi managing Roman's team.
Yeah.
I do too.
Because he's going to have his boys in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, technically, Solo's his boy, and whoever's in between Zilla and The Rock's his boy, too.
Yep.
They're on 2 different teams, but Jimmy and Jay, I think, are the oldest, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I get it. Okay. Sure.
Oh, my Lord. But, I don't know, man. Elio, when's Survivor Series?
November 30th.
November 30th?
Yes.
So we got a ways to go then.
Yeah.
But do you guys think that that it's going to happen, like everything coming together as far as new Samoans coming in between now and November? Because Hikuleo's got to come in sometime.
Hikuleo's got to come in.
Right.
No word really on Zilla, honestly.
The only thing that we know is he's signed.
Zilla
Zilla's signed with WWE.
Oh.
Okay, he canceled the.
Wait. How do you know? He's my friend.
I already told you I found out. I said it. I told you.
He's my friend.
I sent you a picture.
He's my friend. He's not your friend. He's my friend.
Bruv.
Hey, I got the email. You didn't.
He sent me some bullshit is what he sent me. He did. I was like, bruv. Or yeet.
No, you yeeted him?
Because that's all he says. Every
Yeet.
other word is yeet. Like, I got this wrestling gig coming up next week. Yeet. Like,
that's me as Samoan
that
thing.
should have told you right there.
But you know what? That gets me mad.
Why?
Because I emailed him again. He hasn't responded yet, but I know he's going to send me some dumb shit.
Aw.
Shut up. All right, let's close up this show.
You need a tissue? You need a tissue?
Yes, I do. All right, let's close up the show.
Yes.
But we're going to stay live on TikTok, though, so just make sure y'all stay right there. But stay tuned after the show because we have the 5 Second Shuffle Championship. I don't even know who's the champion now.
Elio.
Yes.
Elio be killing this shit. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear the music. I'm not sure.
Carlito helped me win.
Who did?
Look,
Carlito.
Carlito helped me win. He goes, look, I'm going to help you win. It's going to be cool.
Oh, jeez. Elio.
Listen to this. Listen to
that's
that.
cool.
Jeez, oh, Pete, man.
But make sure you guys stay right there after we close this live show, and we'll answer all you guys' questions. We even invite some of you guys in to join us and just talk away, ask away anything that we had talk about during this whole live show that we're doing. And of course, it will be published again this week by Friday on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, Pandora, and iHeartRadio. So make sure you guys tune in and subscribe to us there and follow us on Wrestling POV Pod on TikTok. And then that way you guys can get notified when we do go live on Tuesdays to do a watch along of NXT. But here's the rules for the 5 Second Shuffle game. For those that are new to that, basically what I do is I just hit a random song off my playlist. I hit the shuffle button. And the first one, these guys got 5 seconds. Well, no, shit. I played 5 seconds of it. And these guys got to guess who it is. And the first 1 to 7 wins is how we ride off into the sunset until next week. But we also got these forbidden songs. These forbidden songs are Taz, Chris Benoit, Reba Giggle, Hook, Lash Legend, and Julian Hall. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 man,
Clay Cummings,
and the Dean,
Elio Canal,
and the Scorpion King,
Chris Peterson.
All right, love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week. You guys on TikTok, hang tight. We just got to play this game real quick, and then we'll all be on TikTok. And then we'll be talking and shooting the shit with everybody. But let's just finish this game real quick because, like I said, we're live doing our show. All right, Elio, you got champion's advantage. You can either go first or pass it off to Chris.
I'll go first.
All right, here you go.
1, 2, 3,
Lola Bites.
No, it is not. Chris for the steal.
I'm going to go with the learning tree.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Is it Fallon Henley?
No, it is not. It is what the hell is their name again? Hold on.
Brooks and Jensen.
Scroll. Yeah. Brooks and Jensen. Who said that?
Damn it. I did.
Oh no.
Well, why you ain't say that?
It sounds like when you're kicking your own ass and you miss a song.
I thought it was Fallon Henley at first, and then it was Brooks and Jensen. See, because they were
Brooks
the same.
and Jensen.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. And don't worry about it. On TikTok, we are going to do this through this. So that way, if anybody thinks you can beat the POV crew on this 5-second shuffle game, we'll put you right on the spot. All right, it goes to Chris. Chris got 0. He can get 1 with this one. Here you go.
Big Daddy Diesel, Kevin Nash.
It is. You are on the board with 1 for the first time in his wrestling POV career. Chris is in the lead with 1.
Damn. Watch out, Clay.
It's on to Clay. Clay can get his first one with this one. Here you go. Oh, my God.
Oh!
Are you
Look at Clay's face. Look at Clay's face.
Got a -1. Jesus.
He's all...
That's Chris Benoit.
Do you see Clay's face when like this?
He's mad as shit. All right.
Some shit happens on this fucking show when we talk about it, and then
every time.
Every fucking time.
Every time.
That's why I'm learning not to talk about it.
I know, right? All right, that gives Clay a -1 to start the game. It goes to Elio. He's got 0. He can get his first one with this one. Here you go.
Get it for your baby mama.
Chris Statlander.
It is. Finally, somebody gets it.
The curse breaker is back.
Oh,
I told you I'd break the curse.
Hey,
you did.
Remember, karma hits. Karma hits.
He
so
broke the curse finally.
Yeah, but you just said.
That's true too.
All
right. That gives Elio 1. Goes to Chris. Chris has 1. He can get 2 with this one. Here you go.
Pass.
All right, Clay for the steal.
Ashley?
No, it's not. Elio for the steal.
The OC.
No, it's not. It's Mel from AEW. No clue.
Oh, okay.
No fucking clue. All right, nobody gets a point on that. Goes to Clay. Clay's got -1. He's got to crawl out the hole with this one. Here you go.
Chris Masters?
No, it is not. Elio for the steal.
Ken Shamrock.
It is Ken Shamrock.
Oh, wow.
Elio's on the board with 2. Goes to Elio. Elio can get 3 with this one. Here you go.
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross.
It's that laugh.
Yeah.
Laugh.
Towards the end. Yes, it is. Nikki Cross. All right. Elio's on the board with 3. Goes to Chris. Chris has 1. He can get 2 with this one. Here you go.
Pass.
All right. Clay for the steal.
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Clay's out of the hole. Goes to Clay. He can get his first one with this one. Here you go.
Kane?
Oh.
It is Kane.
Damn.
Yeah.
You are on the board with 1. Goes to Elio. Elio's got 3. He can get 4 with this one. Here you go. Oh, shit. For those that don't know, it's Taz. I ain't going to play no more than that. All right, goes to Chris. Chris has 1. He can get 2 with this one. Here you go.
The Shield.
No, it's not.
wait.
Play for the steal.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. You saw how quick he was like, no, wait a minute, shit's locked.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Sierra Hotel India Echo. Yep.
They say that in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
Delta.
Yeah.
I'm kicking my own ass, and I know everybody's gonna be like, Travis Corbin, I can't believe you missed that one.
That's pretty much what's going to happen, and I'm going to read it just like that.
Yes.
So, all right. It's on the Clay.
Again.
It's on the Clay. Clay's got 2.
Two.
Shit.
2.
He can get 3 with this one. Here you go.
There will be no stopping. It's when you go harder than
Ezekiel Jackson.
It is.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Clay's on the board with 3. Goes to Elio. Elio's got 3. Or 2, actually. But he can get 3 with this one. Here you go. Again?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Karma.
Elio, did you talk shit? About Taz?
I say he broke another curse.
Yeah.
Remember? He broke the curse.
Oh, fuck. Hey.
You say you
never
break the
gotten-
curse, but the curse just got back at you.
Yeah. You think?
Damn, Elio.
Right? Wow. All right. Goes to Chris.
Please let me get this one.
Chris has 1. He can get 2 with this one. Here you go.
The Godfather.
No, it is not. Clay
Damn.
for the steal.
$1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Oh,
His uncle.
My uncle. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy
I am
shit.
the
I
Yeah.
haven't heard
to the
that
$1
in
Million
years.
Man.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
Well, Clay's got 4.
Yeah.
It's on to Clay. He can
Yeah.
get 5 with this one. Here you go.
yeah.
Wake up your mind. Wake up your mind. You riddick.
Dark Order.
It is the Dark Order.
Let's go.
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit. That bumps you up to 5. Goes to Elio. Elio's back down to 1, man. He can get 2 with this one. Here you go.
Angel Garza.
No, it is not. Chris for the steal.
I'm out. I pass.
Clay for the steal.
That was too short.
Oscar.
No, it is not. It's Fuego del Sol.
Ah.
Yep.
He's part
All
of the Dope Fuegos.
Yeah. All right, goes to Chris. Chris has 2 or 1? 1. He
Uno.
can get 2 with this one. Here you go.
Gosh, and these all sound familiar. I'm going to shoot a shot in the dark. Kurt Angle.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Eddie Guerrero.
No, it is not. Elio for the steal.
The Rock.
No, it is not.
Nope.
It's Rocky Maivia.
Oh.
Oh, so close. That was close for Elio.
All right, goes to Elio. Elio's got
Me.
Goes to Clay.
That's what I said. Goes to Clay. Clay's got 5. He can get 6 with this one. Here you go.
Я принес тебе боль.
Vladimir Kozlov.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You are on the board with 6. Goes
Oh,
to Elio.
great.
Elio's got 1. He can get 2 with this one. Here you go.
Scott Steiner.
It is. You got
Yes.
2 back. Goes to Chris. Chris got 1. He can get 2 with this one. Here you go. If you fuck this up,
Oh, if I fuck this one up, yeah. Lesnar.
yes. And I am deaf right now. You are on the board with 2. Goes to Clay. Clay's got 6. He can win it with this one. Here you go.
H2.
Hybrid 2.
It is. Good
Yes.
call, man.
Yes.
Holy shit. Clay retains it. That was a good call. I didn't think he was going to get it, to be honest, but you did, and you win.
I kind of figured he was going to get it.
Not
because
Leon
I honestly
Padawan.
didn't either.
Well,
You
we
had that
rarely
cross-eyed
get that
look for a
song.
second, and then they opened up, and you got it.
Yeah.
Well, it was like one of those light bulbs just went off in my head. I'm like,
That's
wait,
what I saw.
Yeah.
Hybrid 2. I knew it.
He's all talking about a light bulb, and he stands up. There's a light bulb right above his head.
That's right. That's right.
All right, there you go. There you go. We are going to continue live on TikTok. The rest of the POV crew will be joining us there in about a minute or so. We just got to let this play off because we have to sign off on our live show right now. That's going to be available on Friday. Make sure you guys tune in next week. See ya.